What is up, guys? Yes. Hey, guys, welcome to today's class. Today, we are going to be talking about the top 10 ways to make money with AI. And so, if you guys are here, if you guys are joining, let me know. If you guys are watching the replay, heck yes. So, we are streaming this on multiple places. We got Facebook in the house. What up, guys? We have YouTube, all of this, and we have our replay page. And so, if you guys are watching the instant access replay, I'm glad you're here. Way to take time out of your day and kick butt with this. All right. So, if you guys want to join me on live, basically in the comments, I dropped a link. It's called the StreamYard, and you're able to come join me. We have Jared in the house. Let's go. As you guys say hello. Thank you guys for joining live. And here's what we're going to do. You guys are going to be joining live as we're talking. I will just add you as I go. And then at the end, we'll have some questions. Okay. So hello. Let's go. The fitness in the house. All right. We got James. Heck yeah, guys. All right. And so, like I said, we have some people behind the stage. We got Jared in the house. I will bring you guys on at the end, and you guys can ask any questions. Michael says he can't hear anything. Oh no. All right. Well, hopefully, let's see. Can anybody else hear me? We have audio. Everybody good? Give me some thumbs up, Jared, everyone. All right. We have vice versa. Woo. We got let's go. All right. Look at you guys. We got all my friends in the house. All right. Well, good news. One person could hear me, so I'm just going to guess that it's just local over there with you that can't hear me, Michael. So you're on your own. Try your headphones or turning up the volume because we are going to be partying today. All right. So I'm excited. We got a lot of people here. Heck yes. Danny, let's go. All right. Bon Morris. All right, cool. I'm excited. Thank you guys for showing up. The people that are joining me behind the scenes, thank you also. Today, I'm going to share my screen. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite talk about money. Woohoo! Who likes money? All right, I like money. That's all right. Money pays the bills, right? Money keeps food on the table. Money makes rent. Money makes it where we can have fun, cool things. Okay, so here's my screen. I can see it. I'm just assuming you all can see it. All right, we got Chris in the house. Good seeing you, Chris. All right, here we go. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 10 ways you can make money with AI, with proof at the end or throughout the whole entire process. All right. If you guys are watching, make sure you go grab your notes, grab your anything, tag your friends, tag your mom, tag your boss if you want, if you're brave enough, because this is going to be fun. All right. So here we go. My promise. You guys ready? Here's my promise. This is the bold promise. AI is going to take a lot of jobs. A lot of jobs. How do I know this? Because I'm the guy that's building the AI to take a lot of jobs. All right, here, what does I mean? Is this normal? All right, do we want AI to take jobs, and is the replacement of jobs normal? All right, so here is one of my favorite books. It's the sequel to The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It is The 8th Habit. All right, he wrote an entire book about this, right? And he basically talks about effectiveness to greatness. And he talks about the evolution and progression of work. All right, so that's what we're going to be talking about the very first. And it is talking about, imagine if we were like hunter-gatherers back in the day, right? And like I was this really strong hunter-gatherer. I was getting like all these animals, and look at all these ladies lining up for this guy, right? Like, woo! Like, right? Like hunter-gatherer, you were the best in your village. You were the chief, right? You were the best, right? Well, guess what? Then they came around, there was something called farming, right? And at first, people didn't believe in it, maybe didn't even understand it, right? They just put the seed in the ground, they water it, and it takes a while. Well, guess what? The hunter-gatherers were still the top dogs, right? And these people that were farmers, but they're like, one day, I'm telling you, it's going to be something different. I'm telling you, one day this is going to plant. And here's what it did. We started to get abundance of crops, right? So by nature, hunter-gatherers got replaced by farming. And all of a sudden, you could make massive amount of money more if you learned how to farm than if you did hunter-gathering. right? So then we had this other revolution. We had the Industrial Revolution when all of a sudden we said farms are cool, but what happens if we start making assembly lines? What if we start making machines? What if we start making things that can mass produce and sell to millions? All of a sudden we had billionaires and trillionaires, right? We had, well, billionaires, right? So we had people that have never walked on this earth, and now we have a new level of money, right? Well, so this 10x the farm age, right? This massively increased the farm age. Well, inside the eighth habit of highly effective people, right? This one, the eighth habit of effectiveness and greatness, it talks about the knowledge worker, right? So this is people that are the highest paid people in their industries for their ideas, their words, their unique direction in life, the lessons. They are the captains of the ship, right? These are the who, like if we're cutting down a forest and we had to we're cutting it down really fast, right? Sometimes we could literally be in the wrong forest. So what this is saying is there are people that have to decide what ship and what direction do we go in. All right. I don't know if I think I spelled captains wrong. Captains, all right, whatever. All right, so it sets the sails of the actual ship. It picks the direction which to take, right? So when we talk about jobs, what is not going to be taken over? I believe the unique human thing is the people that set the sails of the ships, right? So if we say, oh no, Jeff, AI is going to take jobs. Yeah, guess what? Like it's going to take the jobs that nobody really wants to do because a new age is coming, right? And here's the thing, the new age, I believe, is going to 100 times, 1,000 times the one before of the knowledge worker age that he talks about, right? If you guys didn't know, Stephen Covey passed away probably like a few years ago, like maybe 10 plus years ago. And he never really talked about the AI age. He talked about the knowledge worker age. He never talked about the artificial intelligence age. And that is what I believe we are entering. And this is something that he couldn't even foresee what was coming, right? And so here's my promise. AI is going to take a lot of jobs, a lot of jobs. And so here we have to ask, why were they farming? Why were they hunting and gathering? Why do we, you and I, build and sell and create? Why are we, quote unquote, working? Think about this. Why did we do all this? Why are we creating these farms? Why are we creating these factories? Right? Why do you personally ask yourself, why do you even work? Like, why don't you just hang out on the beach all day? Why don't you just relax? Why don't you travel to Greece? Why don't you go to California? Why don't you do whatever you want with your time? Money. If you're like me, I like money. Money's the reason I do a lot of things. Right? Well, money's not a bad word. Do you guys agree? Some people might be uncomfortable to talk about money. Well, that's all right. You guys showed up to the top 10 ways to make money with AI. So I'm just going to guess that you guys are maybe a little bit nervous, but you can do this. All right. So here's the thing. If you are an employee, your boss also has one single goal. He likes, my guess, is money. Right? If you guys are for like a nonprofit, then maybe you're different. Maybe you raise money some other way, but you're still, money is 90% of the time, it's the goal. Right? So here's the thing. I personally do not want a job. Right? I don't want a job. So if AI is going to replace a job, cool. I actually don't want a job. I want the end goal, which is money. I don't want a job. If I can get the same end goal the same way, wouldn't you want to do the same? Right? If you guys are watching this, if you can get the same end goal and you can get money with the same amount of work, the same amount of time, the same amount of effort, and you can get the same amount of outcome, would you do that? Yes? Yes? All right. This is why we're here. Top 10 ways to make money, right? The same job, same pay. The old way, it would take 8 hours. The new way, it takes less than 20 minutes, right? And this is kind of like sometimes what I love about AI, it's almost like you can manifest. You could type in something and it could come to existence within seconds. And I say 20 minutes, but I really mean 100 times faster, 1,000 times faster. Like this is the new age of using technology to do some of the things that knowledge workers had to do, right? So here's the thing. If this sounds terrible, you could leave now. So I don't want you to feel any pressure to be here. at all, because whew, this is here, right? If you stay, I want you to stay. Be here. If you're watching the replay, the instant replay, pause this. Go get something called your provisions, right? So that means like your food, your snacks, your paper, like go get your coffee, go do whatever you can to actually pause and be here in the present moment. Turn off your TV, shut the door, put your headphones in, be here, right? Like it's just one presentation, right? Here's the thing. I'm going to do my absolute best to make this worth it. As if you like, hey, like Jeff, I got a few hours. Here's $10,000. Can you tell me how to make money online to figure this out? Because I got things to do. I have dreams. I want to buy a casita for my mom. I want to have an extra house. I want to make my first $1,000 online. I want to make my first $10,000 online. Whatever your goal is, this is hopefully what this is going to help achieve. And here's the thing is, once you start getting this going, even if you're in the current business that you are in, this is going to help. Okay. If you're in a brand new business, this is going to help. If you have a current business and you're building this and like you want to continue to grow your business, this is going to help speed that up. And I'm going to show you. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jeff Caldwell. I am the owner and founder of My AI Team. My AI Team is a software that I like to believe is I built it as a tool for myself in my life. If you guys don't know me, I do a lot of things online. I am a very active person. I build, not only do I build a lot of stuff for myself, I build a lot of stuff for clients. And so My AI Team has been the tool that I need to build everything. And I built it into one location. Okay. So money disclaimer, over this top 10 ways to make money with AI, I am going to be showing you my results, and the results of my clients. Your results might not look like mine, which is all right, because how many times have you colored on a paper and you're like, mine's not as good as theirs, right? Like that happens, right? I have been doing this for about 8 years. I have helped climb a little mountain, and I'm reaching back and helping you guys get back to where the mountain is I am now. Okay. So this is my results of the clients. My goal is to help you get there of what my clients do. Okay. That is my goal. All right. So here we go. In the last 8 years, what I've been working on, if you guys didn't know, in 2015, I used to work for an ammunition company. I was what I call their failed sales guy turned email marketer. All right. So what I would do is I would drive around Phoenix and I would sell ammunition, but sometimes I wouldn't sell. I would walk into the gun store or the shop, and I would, a lot of times I would kind of just stand in the corner and for about 30 minutes until I got the courage to go up and talk to one of the owners. And then I would try to sell him my ammo. It was really bad. And so I ended up, one day I was really sad, really bummed, and kind of just frustrated. I remember coming home and we had an email list about 3,000 people, and I was really frustrated. One of the first things they taught me inside the company when I worked there is how to basically type up an email and send it out. And we did that every Friday. Well, I basically did that. I was super frustrated. I had tears in my eyes, I'm not gonna lie. And I rolled my face on the keyboard and I sent out an email. Well, we ended up making a few $1,000s from this email. Well, that was normal in the ammunition business. Well, all of a sudden I was like, wait, like if I could do that instead of driving around Phoenix in this ridiculous truck that gets 6 miles to the gallon, if I could do that, I could actually make more money if I just send out emails. And so what I got really good with that, we ended up like making more money in the AM business that we've ever done. I ended up moving back to Vegas. We kicked butt for about 6 months. And then I silently got let go from my family-owned business that was a really good job. I really liked it. I really loved it. They basically stopped paying me. 1 week went by. I was in Vegas. It went by, like, okay. I was talking to him on the phone, like, hey, like text in the mail, type thing. Like, we got you, 2 weeks went by. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. I don't know if you guys, but sometimes I lived paycheck to paycheck. And back in the day, it was rough. 3 weeks went by. It's getting hot in here. And it got hard. I realized I wasn't getting paid. I wasn't getting paid at all. And then I experienced probably one of the hardest days of my life. This was me taking a selfie, looking back, and as we sat in, basically, this is the day my power got shut off. And I was saying, okay, like, we were in the welfare office signing up because I had no money. And our power just got shut off, and I was about ready to move with you see my beautiful wife right there, and my kids. I had to call her parents and ask them if we could move in there because, well, if the power gets shut off, well, I have no internet. I can't make money online. Well, whew, this is rough, right? So I knew that it would get better. So I had to take the picture, right? I was like, all right, I got this. But it was hard, right? And so I worked in my father-in-law's garage for about 18 months. You could see me on there drawing all of these things, all of these ideas, like, I got this, right? And I worked in there, and I ended up making the $7 product, right? Some of you guys have been following me literally for that time, right? For like 5, 6, 7 years so far, right? I created this $7 product in this garage, right? And I worked on it. And here's the thing, after a while, $7, not gonna lie, $7 sales kind of sucks. I couldn't pay the $400 in rent for my one bedroom that my family of 5 was staying in. And my father-in-law and them said, hey, get a job or move out. Well, you guys know me. I'm not gonna get a job after the most trustworthy person in the world just let me go. And so that wasn't an option for me. I wasn't going to get a job. I didn't believe in that. I trusted that, and I was never going to go back to that. So I ended up moving out with my family of 5. I borrowed a couple bucks from family, and I borrowed $3,000 from PayPal. PayPal had this capital loan thing. Basically, I had some sales from my little $7 product, but it wasn't enough, right? So I borrowed $3,000 from PayPal. And I bought traffic to my website for the very first time. I bought paid ads. And in the month of December, which is the month that I moved out, we ended up making $23,178 from that $7 product, right? And so in that little time, in this garage, there was something I discovered. And it was something what I call the math equation of the internet, right? So who here wants to know what I discovered is the math equation of the internet, right? Like, who wants to know that? Just the basics, all right? So here's what I did, right? With the math equation of the internet, I realized that I could put $1 in. I was basically paying 40 cents per visitor. So I'd give my buddy Kevin 40 bucks. He would send 100 visitors to my website, and on average, my website would turn those visitors into $1.23. Right. And so this math equation became a thing. Right. So since I discovered this, my life forever changed because since then I was able to build my first company from 2000 to 2015, 2017. It was a cannabis company, it's CBD company. And so it was pretty cool. With those funds, my wife and I basically purchased a website building platform called Aspire Builder. And then we started helping nurses and doctors, right? Like, who can we help the most with this? Nurses and doctors package and sell their knowledge online. Some of those went from selling for like anywhere from $1,000 course to a $5,000 course. And some of those we became highly selective in who we work with, right? So as of right now, my wife and I, we take five clients max. We are maxed out right now. Sometimes we have openings, but we have 5 clients. Those clients have been with us for 4 or 5 years. Or about 3-4 years now. And basically that's it. We take those clients, right? So, and that's an LC design company, right? So this is the result of our clients, not the result of our agency. Okay. So we were doing really good. Basically, you don't have to sell $7 products. You could sell $1,000, $4,000, $5,000 products. And there still is a math equation. Okay. And so that's what we were doing. We were kicking butt with this, and we still are, right? In this amount of time, I have a lot of free time because essentially these 4 or 5 clients, well, it's just maintaining these systems and making sure they're in place, right? It's just tweaking the ads, adjusting the things. It's pretty much, I have a lot of free time, right? I do not sell my time. I sell assets. I create assets, right? Which we're going to talk about soon. So I taught myself no code. I didn't teach myself coding. I'm not a coder. I'm not a programmer. Well, I am a programmer, but I don't do code, right? It's kind of something called no code, right? So it's kind of cool. All right, I built my AI team about 18 months ago from this little training right now. In the first 8 days from me discovering and teaching myself software, we made our first $1,000, right? Thank you to some of my followers because you guys were some of my first buyers with my AI team, so I appreciate it. Then we made our first $10,000 in the first 9 days. All right, this is with my AI team again, and we made our first $70,000 in our first year. This is just with the software, not with the agency, not with anything else. Okay, same job, same pay. Here's the cool thing is the reason I created my AI team is because I needed help with my clients and to do the work. I still do my client work. It's the same job. It used to take me 8 hours. Now it takes me like 20 minutes to use my software to get it done. Okay. AI greatly speeds up asset creation, right? If you guys are going to write down anything, what we were talking about in the difference between a job and a business is creating assets. Okay. So we want to make money from our assets, not our time. Okay. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to imagine the job is selling your time, even if you are an employee or something like that. Basically, who is not going to get replaced? Okay. Entrepreneurs, right? If you guys are a business owner or an entrepreneur, asset creation, things that are creating. Imagine if you're standing out in the rain and you're holding cups, right? I have my coffee mug right here and we're holding cups. And the longer we're out in the rain, well, the more we get paid, right? And the bigger the cup, well, the more we fill up and well, this is how much we get paid, right? However, if we ever get sick or we ever get hurt or ever get injured, we can't show up and we can't basically hold those cups anymore, right? So what we need to do is we need to set down in the rain cups, which that is the actual creation of assets, right? So we need to set those cups down in the rain, right? So who is not going to get replaced? Entrepreneurs are not going to get replaced. The people that are creating assets for other people and businesses. And here's something else I want to show you guys. If you guys never heard about this, if you guys are an employee of a business, if you guys are watching this and you're saying, hey, boss, I think this is a great video we should watch together, right? And you're feeling a little, whoo, this is awkward. I don't want to start another business. I don't want to run off and create this. I want to help the business that I'm already committed to. There is something that I want you to adopt as a brand new word in your business, right? It's something called, or in your life, it's something called an intrapreneur, right? And this is leaders inside of a business that are hired to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna come into your business and I'm gonna be working in your as an employee, but I'm gonna be creating assets that make the business money, asset creation for the business. These are the people that are gonna be like, cool, I don't need the admin person anymore. I don't need the simple task. I don't need people to do the emails. I don't need certain things that I used to hire people for. I need people that are making me assets that make me money in the business, right? So that is what I want. If you're an employee, this is what the new mindset that I hope you adopt through this, right? So we're going to talk about the top 10 ways to make money with AI, right? There's probably 3 types of people watching this. One, if you're a business owner, I hope you watch this and say, these are the ways that I could create assets for my business and apply every single thing that I'm going to show you to your business, right? I don't want you to go change in your business. I don't want you to say, wow, that's a lot of cool ways, squirrel, right? That's not what I'm trying to get you to do. I'm trying to realize that during this, right, there's something called a sawdust business, right? So that means if you are, let's just say a plumber, right, or an electrician, as you do your daily job, there's things that you can create that you can sell that are just normal sawdust things, right? So it's like you're already doing your job, you're already selling the main product. However, there's all these other things that you could sell also. Well, those other things become income streams for your business. Okay. So as you go through this, if you're a business owner, understand that these things are going to help. If you're a team member, if you're an employee, go adopt that entrepreneur mindset, and also like, this is how I could help my current business and the one that I want to commit myself to grow this. And then the very last thing is the solo businesses and side hustlers, right? So I believe in basically like building your business and building like your business and growing it, I also believe in something called minding your own business, right? As you're growing your business, always, I'm telling you that we are valuable. Humans are extremely valuable. But when all of a sudden somebody's replaceable, everyone is replaceable. I was fired from a family-owned business. I never thought I was not replaceable. It sucks. And it's the reality. So there's something called mind your own business, right? So on your off time, create side businesses, help your family, help your friends, help your kids, create these side businesses that could help just make an extra $100, make an extra few $100, make an extra $1,000, because it will soon grow into something. And then now when you're a team member for a business owner, or you're become a business owner, you're going to be more valuable to your business. And if you're a business owner and you're hearing it like, hey man, you're telling my employees to go work on a side. No, man, like understand that they're going to learn how to create assets, and they're going to come back in your business and they're going to grow it. An abundance mindset is how we grow this, because your team member is going to learn how to create assets on the side, and they're going to tell you about it. And then you're going to be like, dude, that's a great idea. Let's do that in my business. I want to sell this too. Right? So here's the thing. This is the way we go. Pick a niche if you don't have one. So if you are a new person or new business, pick a niche. If that sounds too broad, I just mean find someone that you actually want to serve and help, right? My wife and I pick nurses and doctors because they pay very well, right? So here's what we're going to do. All right, we're going to dive into the top 10. Are you guys ready? Y'all ready? Give me some yeses. Give me some love. Give me some, let me some robot faces for AI. You know what I mean? Are you excited? All right. You guys excited? All right, because we're going to dive in. This is actually the top 10 list, right? So here we go. So I'm excited that you guys are here. I'm tired of creating toilets. Let's go. All right. Look at this. So I'm going to remove this. Guys, we have 30 people showing up live right now. Let's go. Give you guys yourself a freaking pat on the back. Like, we have Vaughn, Callan, James, Todd, Karma. Let's go, Peter. All right, guys. Like, we got my beautiful wife, Lauren. We got Jared. You guys freaking rock. Bethany, Peter, Angelica, like Rod. Let's go. All right. I am so glad that you guys are showing up. Okay, so way to go. Way to go. All right, so here we go. All right, because you guys are showing up for yourself. All right, not me, for you. All right, so here we go. We're now going to go into the top 10, and we are going to start. This is my list. All right, so pick a niche if you don't have one. All right, so one of the very first things I kind of, I'm just going to let you guys know, I kind of put these slides together the last few minutes. Some of these might have some errors or grammatical things, and some of these numbers might be off. Okay, so like as far as like the level of fun, right? All right, so one of the first things that we start with is something called clip art, right? As crazy as this sounds, this is one of my favorite things to make. All right, so we have clip art, right? So here's the cool thing. I am right now in Canva, right? So if I go into these like little elements, I have all of these, like my little uploads. I have all of these images, right? If I scroll down, I have all of these images that I basically created. Like you see these little like pumpkins and stuff. These are what's called clip art, right? So these things you could sell on websites like Etsy, right? So you can sell on Etsy and sell these little clip art. Well, this little shop that I like right here below, this has 103,000 sales with just selling clip art, stuff like this, right? So these are just AI generated like images, AI generated things, right? If you serve doctors or nurses, you might be generating products in like clip art that can serve that niche. Well, you could sell them on things like Etsy, right? So I made my first $100 on there, selling there. I was kind of happy, right? Clip art didn't make me a lot of money. We're going to go to the very last one that makes me the most money is what we're going to end with. Okay. Number 2 is Adobe Stock, right? I'm not sure if you guys ever been to Adobe Stock, but on Adobe Stock, you can basically sell a ton of images, and it's very similar to the clip art, right? As you guys create your images, right? You guys can see I'm at $111 so far since September 11th. And they're just selling little pictures like this, right? As you create for whatever product you have or whatever you're talking about, this is just a good way and a good place to sit there. It's like set and forget it, right? If you are an electrician, well, you might have images that you actually need for like essentially for this, right? Like for your business or whatever it is, you actually have this you're going to be able to use, right? Whether it's for your ads or whatever. Well, now you could sell those sawdust products on something like Adobe Stock, right? So that's one of them. With this, I believe clip art is really, really fun to make. I believe it's absolutely fun because sometimes you're in the mood to make some really cute pumpkins. Sometimes you're in the mood to make this stuff. And so level of difficulty is super easy. Income potential, it's like one of those things you set it down in the rain and it just kind of sits there. Some of those things sell for $8 and Adobe Stock sells for like 20 cents, right? However, you guys could see I have 765 images in my Adobe Stock portfolio, right? So imagine those are 765 little tiny cups that are all just sitting there making an income. You could see this one right here. This is at 47 downloads. Well, if I go to Insights or like my statistics, you can see that's made me $25 for just that single image, right? So you can see over time, as you continue to add more, it will add up. Okay? Same thing with basically like Etsy, right? If I go to my Etsy account, Etsy is the same thing. You could sell on Etsy and you could create these little like clip art things and you could sell them in like bundles and all those things. Okay, so that is one way that I sell stuff, right? You create a whole bunch of little bundles and you sell them on here. And then I also sell them on Adobe Stock. Okay, so this is one way. It's only made like $100, right? But it's $100 in the last year that I have. Level of fun, I believe this is like a 7 to 10. These are some of my favorite things to do. They're a lot of fun. Okay, now we're gonna go to the next one. Right. Another one that we have is Amazon KDP, right? I have books right here, but this is books and Amazon KDP, right? So Amazon, if you guys didn't know, you could make stories with AI. One, they could write it, or two, you can make something like this, right? This is one that I made. This is a cute puppy activity coloring book. You can see this is not for resale. However, it's selling right now on Amazon, right? So this whole little book was made. On the back, you could see a mother and son project was made with me and my mom. And this was really fun, right? This whole little, you can see I have like people that come over to my house and my office and they color, and it's really fun. Here's another part, right? This is one that my wife made. And this is, let me stop sharing, right? This is one that she made. Somebody says, I actually have that right in front of me, your coloring book. Oh, thank you. You rock, Karma. All right. Somebody says, do you have to pay monthly for Etsy and Adobe Stock? You do not. Those are free. You just have to list your products on there. All right. So Karma has this. This is another one my wife made. Inside all of these images, check out these. All of the images, I am a beacon of inspiration. Oh, I love that one, right? So this is just a little affirmation book. She made all of these, and AI made all of these, and it wrote all the quotes, right? She just put it together, and now this is selling on Amazon for her, right? You could see on the back, it's all branded. It has her website domain, little Amazon QR code. So she made this, right? So that's one of the things that she made. And you can make that with AI, right? So that is one of the ways that we are making money. Another one is games. All right. So here is pretty cool. All right. So if I went to one of my games, this is a website called Cards of Dextro, right? This whole website, you could see the logo right here, the little icons, the PvP, the information, all of the things that you see, the background, everything is created by AI as far as the art. If I go to the decks over here, you can see that all of the art here is created by AI. If I was to hit create new card, I could type in a puppy with sunglasses, and I can click on my elemental type and I could say a lightning puppy with sunglasses, and I could hit create. Now, in a few seconds, this right here, we have Zapshade. In a few seconds, this is going to pop up a new card, right? You guys see that? This is a game entirely created by AI, and also the art is created by AI, right? So this is one of the products that basically like I sell. Here's the cool thing is this product itself, I also have a physical card game that I've created with AI, right? These are little cards. They come in a little deck pack, and then you could play cards with this, right? So this is one way that we made money with AI. So AI can also help you with this. Level potential income, I wouldn't say it's low. If you guys didn't know, video games are a great way to make money. However, the difficulty is probably, I would say, easy to high, right? Because if you're coding an entire website like I did and all of this, this could be a little bit harder. This is a little bit more advanced. However, it is a great way to make income, right? So I would say potential income too high. Okay, so and fun, I would say this is probably one of my most fun things is to make games. And you can see this one is branded with my AI team, and it's still a game that I sell on different websites. And people can go back and check out my AI team. So I'm using it for my business. All right, this other one is print on demand, right? Now here's really cool. Do you guys want to see something, right? This is my style of art, right? So I'm going to take this. Somebody asked, how do you make physical cards? I can't make physical cards. I got you, right? So pretty much that is, yeah. So here's what's cool, right? You guys want to see print on demand stuff? So check out this. This right here is, this is one of my first AI art photos, right? This is a giant skull, like this thing, right? But here's what's really cool. This thing is printed on metal, right? So this thing is printed on metal. It cost me about $500, $538 to print. And then you can sell these things, right? So you can make awesome art, and then you can sell them, right? This thing is massive, right? You see how big this is. My wife doesn't really let me hang it up in the house anymore. So yeah. So you can do print on demand, right? So you can print your art on physical products, and you can sell those things, right? So that is one of the things. Income potential, that I would say is low to mid. However, shirts are pretty much there. Everyone wears a shirt, right? So there's a lot of things, depends on what you're selling, right? So we're on number 5. What do you guys think so far, right? These are just the things so far that I've done with this. The next one so far with logos, right? Here's what's really cool is one of the first ways that my wife started with making money. Basically, it was kind of bummer. She probably like 3-4 years ago, before we started her agency, her little website or her design agency, she basically came to me and says, how do I make money online, Jeff? Like, how do I contribute? I feel like I can't help. Right. And I was like, I don't know, just make logos, make, 50 logos for $50. Right. And so literally she went out on Facebook and she made 50 logos. Some of you guys got the logos that she made. Right. And she made 50 logos for $50. Right. Well, here's one of the really cool things. Right. AI now can make logos really, really well. Right. And so if you guys didn't know, on my Facebook the other day, let's see. I'll pull it up. Hopefully it doesn't lag too much. Right, on my Facebook, right? I have a whole bunch of messages popping up. Sorry, guys. All right, so on my Facebook, I essentially have one of these logos that I created, right? I created these logos, also these videos. You check out these things are cool too, right? Post a lot, right? So these little logos, right? Somebody on Twitter was saying like, hey, I need a logo for their business. And then quickly I whipped up some logos. And you can essentially do that with AI, right? So my wife now charges $2,500 for her logos and branding. However, she could also basically use this to get a lot if she wanted, right? So yeah, so logos are a really good way to basically use AI also, which is something that never happened before, right? You guys see how it has text? AI now has text on image, which I think is revolutionary. Like that is going to change a lot of things, okay? Another one is video. Just a few seconds ago, I showed you guys the little video that was popped up, right? Like you guys can see on my Facebook, I have these videos playing. If you guys didn't know, there's a couple different platforms that essentially can pay you to create video for them, right? So Facebook is one of them. Facebook has little like payouts. There's another one like YouTube. YouTube's probably the actual best one, which is what I'm trying to work on, getting monetized over there. And then you could also tell them to go to your businesses, right? So not only do you make money from the platform because they actually want you to like make money on their platform, like they actually want like videos, but you could also essentially, so AI can now make videos. You could also make, and just like this, right? You see how like this is all right in here, like how this is like, it's like the actual video and thing is all animated, right? This is crazy, right? Well, this is something that AI could do now. Okay, so you could also make it where it animates the things that hold text. And so you could send people to your website and link. So you could use this in multiple different ways to make money for your business. All right, another one is software. Like I kind of told you guys earlier, basically with software, here's what's really crazy is with software is the same thing. You set it down in the rain and then essentially you're selling logins, right? You're selling login access or whatever it costs you on the back end. Well, this might be a little bit more difficult, right? It says easy, but this is not as easy. Income potential is definitely not low. It's definitely high, but the level of fun I would say is 10, right? Here is a company. If you guys saw with my AI team, we made 70K in the first year, right? Like pat on the back. However, there's another company that I am highly inspired by called Jasper, and they raised $125 million for their AI generation platform. Just for their platform, they created a software, they raised $125 million with this. That's from other money to saying, here, I believe in this, keep growing it, right? So AI is absolutely like, there is a huge market for a massive amount of AI, right? So number nine is blogs, emails, and content creation. All right. So a lot of times, here's what's really cool is somebody could go on a podcast and you can take that podcast and you can get the transcript, which means turn those audio into words, right? Well, once you turn it into words, you could have AI write those blogs, write those emails, and create content for the business. And now you could charge that as a service. All right. So AI is fantastic for you and your business to do that. And then also for you as a service to like basically sell and create it, right? These are the ways that I personally make money with this, right? So the very last one is clients. Okay. So this is website building clients, right? I know it says clients, but I more mean website building clients in particular. Here's a screenshot of literally what I just did today. You see, it says 11:22, right? This live webinar was supposed to be at 11:20, right? So I was running a few minutes late. And you can see, however, as of year to date, as of right now, remember when I told you we take on clients, we help them pretty much do blogs, emails, content creation, and website building, right? Well, course creation, all of that stuff is encompassed in this. Well, we need my AI team. Like we need a software to be able to do all of this. Well, we just crossed what, 300K, 309K so far year to date, doing this exact stuff that I'm saying with you guys. So one is you can do all of this, right? You can create clip art for your business, take those images that you're using for your website that you actually create and sell them on Adobe Stock, write books, create content like this, like create affirmations if you're in that type of niche, whatever solves that, create those things and sell them on Amazon because they have a marketplace. Create games that solve those things, right? Print on demand products, shirts, things that you guys create. Logos is just one of the cool ways it gets in new clients all the time. Videos to help promote your guys' businesses. Software is something that I highly recommend that you look about and think about and figure out how, like, remember how I told you I created my AI team in like 8 days? AI is not coding like it used to be. It's easier than you think. Same thing, blogs and emails and content creation, and then clients. doing this work for clients, writing their content, writing their emails, writing their blogs, setting up their courses. AI is the asset creator of all of this now. So now we only take on 5 clients. Well, guess what? Like, we do the same work that I've been telling you guys for them, right? So you might say, Jeff, how do I get started in all this? How do I get set up? And here's the thing, right? We're going to have an offer after this. You could say no. I don't want you to feel like I have to do this, or you have to do the journey that Jeff decided or that I'm on. You could literally say no and leave now, right? You could go to my AI team. You could check it out if you want. You could use other AI. You can do whatever you choose. I don't want you to feel pressure to take me up on this offer at the end of this, right? However, if you are, my goal is to say, hey, Jeff, Jeff, you've been doing this for the last 4 years. How do I get to where you are as fast as possible while still making an income from all of these ways that you are? How do I do that? Right? So here's what I'm gonna do. This is what I want to do to help you to get it all done faster. Okay? So are you guys ready? I'm gonna drink some water. Right? So here we go. Coffee. Cheers. All right. So we have a service-based business. All right. I believe if you're going to use AI, you're going to want to help other people do this, right? So one of the things that my wife created is something called the Sarah template, right? This is a website template that is an entire service-based business template. It's already set up to be able to like accept clients. It's already set up to be able to have an apply button, to have a blog button, to have, your Facebook button. It's already set up on everything you need to have a service-based business, which is the highest level stuff, right? This is like the blogs, the content. You need to have somewhere that someone could apply to work with you. When I'm talking about clients, this is the highest level that I'm making money with AI so far, is using AI to help other people put out their content, put out their stuff. If you're a business, you probably do that you need that anyways, right? So you might be a service-based business, and it might be any service-based business, right? I believe services to other people help enough people get what they want, and you're eventually going to get what you want, right? So I believe service-based businesses covers 90% of the people that are going to be watching this, right? With service-based businesses, like I said, this is what we've achieved. If you see this, these are like the little, like every little spike. This is every one of them, they pay their invoice, right? So this is like essentially this same process that you guys need to have a place where someone could apply to basically hire you for your services properly. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you guys this website with this. With this, like I said, this is our business, right? Like, we've made $309,000 as of this year right now with this business that we're talking about. Okay. With this, the website content business, helping people with websites, helping them create their content online. Okay. From this, you might say, okay, cool, Jeff, but this is something, if I got this website template, right? Which is, if you were to hire us to build this website for you, we charge anywhere from $5 to $10K a month to build out a website for you, right? So we decided to put it into a template. Instead of you actually like hiring us to build this, it's in a template. As soon as you get this template, it instantly downloads into your account, right? Remember when we talked about Aspire Builder? That's the website building platform that your new website is going to be on, okay? So now you say, okay, well, Jeff, this is attached to my time. I get it. It's attached to your time. Well, that's a cup that you actually have to show up. You see all these things? This is actually us showing up. So here's this thing. We actually sell this in my wife's business right now. We sell this service-based template. If you went to LC Design and you could buy this template for basically $500, and you could buy this whole entire template, okay? However, I want you to have something that's not just a service. I want you to have a cup. We sell this for $500. Every single time somebody gets this template, it instantly downloads into their account. Some of you guys say, oh, well, that's cool. That's awesome that you sell a $500 product, Jeff. Good for you. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to give you not only this website, but I'm going to give you a certificate and permission to white label and 100% resell this entire website template as if it was your own product. So now, yes, you're going to provide services. However, if you're still a website builder, if you're still somebody on this that wants to provide, and like, one, you could use this to get your service base set up, but two, people are saying, hey, I really like your website. How do I get one? How do I get a website that's just like yours? Well, you could sell this template now as yours. What I recommend, please don't sell it for less, because I know it works at this price, is $4.97, right? So once you brand your website, you have the template to be able to sell as if it was your own. That's a $500 product that you're able to set down in the rain and sell. Right? Remember how we talked about these are the top 10 things that basically you guys are going to do, right? These are the top 10 ways to make money online with AI. Well, with this, it's almost like you have a multiple things that you're going to be doing. There's everything that you see is part of basically an online, someone that makes money online. This is the future of creating assets that make money online. So you want things that you can set down and they can make money for you. So yes, do services, but two, take this website template that I'm giving you and start selling it as if it's your own. Okay. So like I said, that's a $500 product. Not only, like, you guys don't have to hire us for 10K a month, 5 to 10K a month. You guys have a $500 product also that you can start selling immediately. Okay, so it's already branded for mobile version. It looks really cool, super easy, has setup information, setup tutorials. Like, it's ready to go for you and your customer. Okay. Next, we have, which is not here, we have a picture of the Sarah template, but it should be traffic on demand. Okay, so whenever I created that $7 product with basically all of the information inside there was something called traffic on demand. That was the information of how to create your very own products, and have ideas of creating those assets, right? Whether it's a $7 product or a $997 product. This is the training and the math equation for you guys to learn. It's not the Sarah template. It's traffic on demand, which you guys just can't see. Okay. So here's the next. All right. One of the other things, recently, I just did a $200 training with my wife. Okay. This says recommended selling price. Ignore that. Sorry. All right. I just did a $200 training with my wife, where we actually go over how to sell websites. All right. So this is how to get clients for your website selling agency, right? If that's the direction you so choose, right? How to get high paying clients for your guys' blogs, how to get high paying clients to make videos for, how to get high paying clients for your websites, everything in here, right? So this is, you guys are going to get access to this to be able to know how to actually go out and get sales online. All right. One of the other things I'm going to throw in is essentially something called Etsy Full Auto, right? And the loop, right? Whenever you guys are talking about making money on Etsy and talking about making money with Adobe Stock, these are the instruction manuals to get set up with those. Also, we talked about making like your own software. Okay, so I'm going to throw in how to create your own software. I have 2 classes with that, right? I have a 2-hour class that basically, like, I taught for live 197, and then I taught the replay for 97 bucks. I'm going to throw that in. That's start to finish. Like, you could literally set up, because people did, their entire software on AI, which is connected to AI and creating that in start to finish in 2 hours. And I'm going to include the $500 class that I recently just sold in this, that actually, like, this is a 4-day class that you guys are creating your own software. It's still the same thing. However, it's a little bit more in depth, and we connect your payment processor and your domain in this. So it kind of, they're both 2 different classes. However, this one was definitely more hands-on, full-on workshop, which is why we charge $500 for it. Okay. So here's the thing, right? So with this, just this alone, with the service-based business, right? Like, if someone was to hire us to set up your website, set up your guys' business, all of this is like a 10K, like, you guys are getting this business, right? So at least just this, people are hiring us for 5 to 10K a month to set this up for them. Plus you get this white label resell, right? So you guys have your first $500 product. All right. Now we have traffic on demand, which teaches you how to get traffic to that. plus we have the website training and your Etsy so you can create your sawdust products. Okay. Now we have your AI software. So if you ever want to create your AI software, you know how to do that. And you can add that on later as you go and you start to like grow and have all of this. The next thing is, here's what we're going to do. This is something that I've never offered before because this is something that's going to be brand new, right? I've never offered this before because I believe that as you go through this process of creating your own software, creating your own like websites and having your website clients, you're going to need not only the tool, right? So you're only going to need the My AI Team tool or the AI that can do all of this, right? You're also going to need a couple more things, right? So here's what you're going to get, right? So with this, I'm going to be including 6 months of something called the Agency Plus package, right? Which the Agency Plus package is $9.97 a month, right? So that means you're going to have clients in your business. You're going to be able to set My AI Team up for multiple companies. But also, this is going to be a 6-month thing. So you're going to have the software for 6 months, which normally it's going to be $9.97 for this. So this is like a $6,000 thing just with this, okay? And so this includes like your credits, you know, which is like your credits for My AI Team, your all of the things inside the agency, but here's the plus, right? So with this, you're going to get what's called an account manager. So inside from here, this is going to be our very first time that My AI Team offers something hands-on, right? So if you already have My AI Team and you have the agency level, or if you have the lifetime, or if you have the active account, that's awesome. I'm glad that you've been supporting and using My AI Team. And I hope it's been freaking kicking butt for you, right? And then you're also creating AI software, or and you're creating your websites. During this time, I believe for this next 6 months, at least, you're going to need an account manager, right? So that's somebody that can say, look over your shoulder and like say, hey, like this is like a 24-hour support in a sense for My AI Team, your website building, and your software building, right? These are your kind of your 3 things. So anytime you need AI, you have someone to message. The way we handle that is in a Slack channel. It is a private Slack channel. Only the people that have the Agency Plus are allowed in there. Once you don't have Agency Plus, you're kicked out. And you have a dedicated account manager. That means somebody that's assigned, that you have someone that can message, that you could respond between 24 to 48 hours about any of these topics. We're talking about website, AI software, and AI in general. These are the 3 things that this account manager is going to be able to help you with. Okay, so this is something that you're going to get that you have always access with a 24 to 48 hour response. All right, the very next thing that this Agency Plus is going to be including is what's called the AI Executive Coach, which is going to include 6 calls. So basically a call a month, right? Which you schedule, and we set up the first one within your first week, right? So we set up a call that is going to be you and I, or one of our executive coaches, talking about what your goals and what your dreams are to achieve with AI, right? If your goal is to grow your business, perfect. We need to know how to set up the AI to achieve that. And we know if your goal is, hey, I got to get my website connected, this is where you're all talking about. How do I use the AI to achieve my goals? Your AI executive coach is there for you, right? So this is the person you're able to talk to. You have inside the Slack group, you're able to message them with your account manager, but you're also able to call them with this 1-hour call, okay, during this 6 months. All right, so this is someone that, like I said, they're helping you set the sails to your ship, right? What are the assets that I'm going to create in my business? What are the ways I'm going to get more clients? Whatever questions you have, your executive coach is there to answer it. You're going to get 6 calls for this 6 months, okay? Here is everything that we just talked about. Okay, so one is you're going to get your own website agency, right? Like your entire website template, like your website, so you could set it up and you have your own domain. People could hire you, everything. Next, you're going to get the website template, which is built on Aspire Builder, and that is 100% resale rights. You have your first $500 product that you're able to sell as of today, immediately, okay? Traffic on demand is going to be basically how you guys get all that knowledge on how to get traffic from the internet. All right. The very next one is how to sell websites. This is how to sell the highest package programs, which my wife and I charge 5 to 10K plus for. This is the training on how to do that. Next, you're going to get the Etsy Full Auto training, which is all the information to create your sawdust businesses. All right. You're also going to get how to create your own software, the 2-day class, the 2-hour class, and the 4-day class. All right. You're going to get your private, it says private Slack group, which is your account manager. So that is going to be somebody that is literally sitting there and saying like 24 to 48 hour response. This is what I have questions for on, this is what I'm working on. And the ship is going to be set sailed by your guys' account executive, which is going to be working with you as your guys' executive coach. And that's going to be helping you guys determine what you're going to be doing. Those are going to be those 6 calls. And plus, you're going to get that My AI Team monthly, basically 6 months account. So look, now this is something, like I said, it's not going to be 10K a month. This should be something that people charge monthly, and it should be a multiple $1,000s a month thing. However, like, because you're going to get all this, my goal is to make it where it's like, holy cow, like, this is the one thing I need to get started. This is the one thing I need to achieve my goal. If I could just get this done, I will have everything I need to like kick butt, make money with AI. And like, I can make money from every single one of these ways by the end of the 6 months is what I want. It's starting with the most important, right? Starting with the things that make you the most money first, right? And so it could be for 10K. However, I feel like that would be unfair. My goal was to try to get it under 5K as closely as I can. And here's what we're doing, right? So here's what we have, right? So for everything that you guys see here, this entire thing, to own your guys' own website agency, to own your guys' own website template built on Aspire Builder with 100% resale rights at $500, traffic on demand, how to sell websites, how to sell the content, how to sell the services, how to create your sawdust businesses, how to create your own software, how to make it where it's a sellable software, your own account manager, your account executive, and My AI Team at the highest package for the next 6 months. I wanted to make it where it's all in one. So here's what we have. We have either $4,495, which is everything added up, or if you wanted to pay that off for 6 months, we basically made it for $1,000, right? So it's like $6,000. It's a little extra if you want to pay it over time. Okay. So if this is you, like I said, you do not have to. Please do not get to here and feel pressure. Like we could still be friends after this call. If this is you, though, right? Here is your call to action, right? Go to https:/myAIteam.com/top10/join. All right. So this is the link to join. I don't know if I could copy and paste this, right? But here's the link to join. Okay. So this is where you guys can join. Okay. So this is, if you want to join this, I have 2 options. One, you could pay in full, you get a fat discount. If not, you guys can basically pay that over 6 months. And you guys have access to My AI Team at the highest package, right? You guys own agency, you have the template, you guys have resale rights to that template. You know how to get traffic. You're going to know how to sell website templates and sell websites. You're going to know how to produce your digital assets. You're going to know how to create your own AI software, which is the 4-day class. You have your account manager. You have your executive. You have your software for 6 months, all under, basically, if you want to pay that off in full, it's just like under 5,000, right? You're saving that much. You can, if you want to spread that over 6 months, awesome, right? That's all the credits that you possibly need for My AI Team. That's all the actual, like, basically like websites, templates, everything you need. Here's the domain. If someone's watching this and you guys can comment that little like domain for me and make sure it works before you comment it, that'd be really awesome. I love you. Long time. If you guys are watching the instant replay, there should just be a little like button that you could just click below. And then you're able to go to this page. All right. So here's the thing. In your follow-up emails, there's a way to book a demo, right? So if you guys want to check out My AI Team and go through that and book a demo, you absolutely 1000% can. If your boss or somebody is the decision maker and they need to book a demo to talk to this, we do have a couple slots open a week for your My AI Team demo. Then you have that option. Okay. So you could always book a demo with my AI team and check your email and you can book a demo with there. All right, I'm going to open it up for questions for people that are on the live. And I'll leave that up right there for a few seconds. Let me see if I can copy this and put it at the bottom. All right. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. All right, so here we go. If you guys want to join, here it is. Cool. All right, so here we go. Do we have any questions whatsoever? All right, we have Jared. Jared says, when you say 50 logos, $50, you mean 50 a piece or all 50? No, $50 a piece. So that's $2,500 total, right? So that's a great way to start. And then you could sell everyone that bought a logo into website building products. Okay. Do you have like a step-by-step guide you can share? This absolutely, when I say that offer, right, I'll put a little banner on this page. When I say this offer, right, so add banner, let's see, show, right, here's where you could join. When you guys join that and you guys sign up, this is the step-by-step process to achieve this whole entire thing. Okay. So this is the process. All right. So Jared says, love it, my AI team. James, heck yeah, bro, this offer is insane. The software class is what I need. I tried to make my best where this offer has everything in it. So you can go through step by step. If a website is what you want to do, awesome. I know you're going to need to have set up your website. You're going to offer your private clients or like offer an application page, but also you could sell software, right? Software as a service to sell, right? One of my highest paying clients is software, and I love it. They pay. So Jared asked, is it expensive to create software? It could be, and that's why I teach you how to make software, because I want to teach a man how to fish. And then two, if you apply the website selling class to how you make software, well, now you could sell software and sell other people and now sell that as a service, right? Now people can pay you to build software for them. Okay, so yes, it is expensive to build software, and that's why you should learn how to sell it, and that's why I added it into the offer. Okay, all right. So let's go. Jared said I use it for my podcast for opening blogs. Let's go. Is that the same as SaaS? Yes, SaaS means software as a service. All right, Jared says software is something I would love to do. Hopefully one day or today, baby. All right. All right. So I believe in you, man. I definitely believe in you. All right. So Peter, and here's the thing is that is where the executive coach like really comes into play, right? The executive coach is someone to help it where it's like, all right, how do I get this mindset? How do I make the money that I need today? But also, how do I make it where I have reoccurring revenue in my business, right? Karma said, I'm tired of cleaning toilets. Girl, we got to help you get out of that, right? You know what I mean? All right. Todd said, yes, let's go. Peter, wow, 750 images. Yes, man. It adds up. Okay. James, I love this. Okay. So how to make money from games? Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. That is what this is all, right? Build things, assets that you could set down in the rain to make an income from. And that's what this is all going to be walking you through. Okay. Because it's making money from a whole. You can make a game and then people are going to want to hire you to make games, right? So that's a service plus a software, which a game is a software that if it's connected to AI, you can make money from that. Okay. So like even making money as selling games as a service, right? Have someone hire you to make a game, build it live. And then someone's going to say, how do I get a game too? You know what I mean? How do I connect and make an AI generated game also? Right? Like there's a lot of ways that you could use this, right? Jared, let's go. Imagination is the limit. I love you, man. You're right. All right, Bond, good info. I've gotten so much better at need logos. I just need to get some clients now. That is why I added the client, how to get client website training is because it's like a 2-hour training where I interview my wife on how she gets clients, how she gets website clients, how she experienced the $50 logos to the $2,500 logos, right? And now the $5,000 monthly clients. It's all in that training video to explain it. Okay, so like, yes, logos are awesome. He says getting better at logos, but also getting clients is number one. You don't have to be the number one. You just have to be a good salesman, right? And that's where I teach you, right? But where would you sell the logos? Great question, Gabby. We actually show you how to do that, right? We show you where to get the clients. We show you where you could find them. We show you how to like attract them. We show you how to get them from social media to your DMs, to your sales page, to your to the checkout page. We show you the whole entire process, and we show you how to sell and sign the contracts. All right, because signing the contracts is the most important. When these people have been with us for 3+ years, well, they're on contracts that they could quit at any time. However, the contracts keep us in business, right? So we give you the contracts so you have that, right? That's all included in the website selling class, right? Like I didn't go fully in depth what's in the website selling class, but you get everything that's in the website selling class, which is the contracts, the sales, like the sales script, everything that's included to make it where you could actually sell websites or softwares or content as a service. Okay. So love those logos. Thank you. Software is what I want to do. I already posted that. All right, cool. All right. So, all right, I need software for a children's cartoon. Hopefully there's a training for that. That's what I'm talking about. So here's the cool thing. The training for the AI software, I teach you the basics, the building blocks of creating anything you need to create any type of software. So if you have an idea like, oh, I wish I could create this, those 2 trainings for the AI software is going to solve that problem. All right, like you're able to create anything from cartoon children's software to business software to helping internal software for your business, everything like that. Okay, so you're able to create any software and then sell it. It's not just like, hey, I created the software, what do I do with it? You're actually able to sell that software, and I teach you how to do that on the training. Okay, so 100% James was on that training also, and he created his own software from that, and it's really cool. He's actually nonstop doing it, so I appreciate it, James. Thank you for dropping that link, James. If you guys haven't went there already, go to https, those little 2 dots, whatever those are, right? //myaiteam.com, top 10/join. That is to get the offer that we talked about on the call today, which I will recap, right? So this is what you guys are going to get. I'll like give you guys a quick little demo of my AI team in a second, right? So here's what you guys are going to get as a final recap, basically for under 5,000, or if you guys could divide that over 997 for 6 months. You guys are going to get the Own Your Own Website Agency, which is going to be the service-based business template. That's going to be built on Aspire Builder. You get 100% resale rights. That's a $500 product that you could sell today. So not only do you have your own website, you have a template that you could sell for $500, right? So like sell 10 of those, you made your money back, right? Write your ads for the copy, right? Like you got this, right? Traffic on Demand is going to teach you how to get those clients. The website selling training is strictly on how to sell high ticket clients and sign those contracts for 5 to 10K. You're going to get this Etsy Full Auto, which is that sawdust business stuff. You're going to get the how to create your own AI software. That's a 2-hour class and the 4-day workshop, right? Like I said, we sold that for $500 alone. You're going to get the account manager, and then you're going to also get the executive coach in those 6 calls. Your first call is in your first week. Okay. So like you're hitting the ground running, and then you have an account manager that you could talk to on a regular basis to help you build websites, use AI, and build software. Did you guys hear that? Your account manager inside the group is able to help you build websites, build software, and use AI and sell it as a service. You have a coach to help you sell websites, build and sell software, and use AI to sell it as a service. Do you understand? For under $1,000, if you divide it for 6 months, right? Or you could go for basically for under 5,000 for that whole package. Plus you get my AI team at the agency level for 6 months included in this. For 6 months. All right. It's fat. All right. So you guys can book a demo at any time with my AI team. Check your guys' email. Here's the cool thing. I'm going to show you guys a little sneak peek into my AI team, right? On the left-hand side where I like to start is you could set up companies, right? You can see, you could add companies at top, or you could all the companies I set because I have multiple clients, right? So at any time I could jump into any of these businesses and start writing content for these companies, right? This is extremely useful. Each one of these companies has its own chat, right? You can see all of these companies' chats. If I wanted to switch over to the My AI team or the Aspire Builder chat, At any time, I could sit here and I could chat with my company. They have memory. They have all that information. You could see this little icon right here that has a picture. At any time, I could upload a picture and I could say, what's in this image? Write me a webinar. Now check this out, right? Check this out, right? So right here, I could say, write me a webinar, email confirmation from this image, right? So literally the AI could see what's in the image. You see how it's like loading. These are the things that I teach you guys inside the AI software to like how to create this, right? My AI team was created with zero coding on this, and I get to teach you guys in that class, right? In that class, right? So you could see it literally saw the picture. It says top 10 ways to make money with AI, hosted by the one and only Jeff Caldwell in the house. That's funny. All right, that's me. All right. All right, so this literally is a better email than the ones that you guys probably got when you signed up for this thing, but that's all right. So this is what you guys get. At any time, you could switch over. This is my AI team. You see how you have credits up here. Normally, you would have to purchase these credits. However, when you have the agency package, you get hooked up with a fat amount of credits. I believe it's 10,000 a month, right? And so you have quite a bit of credits. We also have documents, which you can see up at the top, are all completely separated by businesses. I can click on Aspire Builder, and it's all my documents with just this. At any time, you can click on to create a new document. If you guys see inside this, right? Remember when we showed you guys about Jasper earlier? This part right here, just the document part, is highly inspired by Jasper, right? So you could see, you could write full blogs. You could enter in the topic. You could write blog ideas, blog titles, blog outlines, blog introductions, blog paragraphs, blog conclusions, write summaries, keywords, title spinners, woo! Facebook ads, call to actions, email subject lines, follow-ups, cold emails. I mean, do you guys see what you could do with my AI team, right? Business plans, complete draft, executive summaries. Wow. All right, so there's a lot of things you could do in here, okay? This is all inside my AI team that you could do, okay? And you could set this up. If there's something not in here, there's something called the prompt marketplace. At any time, you could come in here and you could create your own prompts. All right, so you could literally go to things. If I type in, like, here's a bubble expert, right? Here's a hook story offer. Check out this, right? There's one in here. It's called the website build planner. If I hit test, and I sell website template. So I'm going to say website template for service-based businesses, right? If I hit generate test AI command, right? In the meantime, we could sit here and play Pac-Man, right? Check this out, right? As it loads, because who likes normal loading screens, right? And so my AI team is generating, it's doing AI things right now, but we play Pac-Man because we're cool. And then guess what? In a few seconds, get over here. Let me get that button. All right. In a few seconds, we have the list of each website page I need to build. We have the home page, about page, service page, works page, testimony page, contact page. Then we have all the list of lead magnets, right? So it literally is all the list of lead magnets, info products, webinar titles, top 10 problems you could solve for your customer, all of these things, right? So this outputs a massive amount. Well, you can see this was all created with a custom command, okay? Once you set up those custom commands, you can always use them inside your documents. And you see I have the website build planner right here at the top, and then I could create it in here in the documents. So after you create these custom commands, you could use them, okay? So that is that. That's all the content writing. So that's everything you could possibly ever need to sell it as a service, okay? The very next thing is we have these AI images, right? So you can actually create awesome art. You can see in this prompt library right here, we have all of the words and like things. You could get community prompts. These are all the things that other people have created, the special words, right? So there's everything from coloring book pages to clip art things to beautiful photos for indoor photography, everything that you need inside to be able to make everything that we talked about on these calls, you have, right? All the cover arts, everything. Here's what's really cool, right? Like we could have a robot holding up a sign that says my AI team rocks. All right, cool. And I'm going to say a cute. All right, so then hit generate, and you can see we have an AI image generator in here. This is anytime, it could be for content. A lot of the images that I use on social media now are AI generated, especially because you could have little words on them. AI doesn't spell everything right the first time, right? So my AI rocks, right? There you go. We have a little image, right? Super adorable. Okay, so this is, you guys have credits for this. You can also animate these things and create this all in here, and it creates little video clips. Inside my AI team, we also have music, which you can create your own music in here. Awesome stuff, which I use for the Cards of Dextro game. I use for videos. I use for a lot of stuff, okay? So you guys are going to get 6 months of agency access to this on top of everything that we have. If you want to book a demo for your like company, you can. Make sure you guys check your email, or like there's a little, probably a book a demo on this replay. Just a final recap for everything that we talked about, for basically $5,000 for this, 4,497, or you could draw that out for 6 months. Basically, you're going to get your own website agency, business website template that you're going to start with. You can use that to basically sell your services, have people hire you, right? Like that's what that whole thing is for. You have your own $500 website template to sell. That is the entire basically template that's yours, right? Sell it for your own, price it with whatever you like. You have 100% resale rights. You do not need to pay me anything, right? It's built on Aspire Builder, so that's kind of the website building platform that they're going to use. However, that basically $500 product goes 100% to you. And same with your whole website agency. That's all your money. Traffic on demand shows you how to get traffic online, so you know how to do the math equation. You know how to do like basically traffic from paid traffic. Then you're going to know how to sell websites. You're going to know how to do all the training to sell high ticket products, 5 to 10K packages, plus the contracts, everything on that website training. You're going to get access to the Etsy Full Auto, which is all the sawdust stuff, right? And that's everything that you need for like Adobe Stock, Etsy, everything like that. Plus, you're going to get how to create your own AI software training, which is all of the things you need to make your own My AI Team software, right? Types of stuff, right? You get the 2-hour class plus the 4-day class. You have the private Slack group, which is your account manager that you're able to talk to, 24 to 48 hour response with that. Plus, you have the group. Any question you have about website selling, software building, AI use, you could have an ask to your account manager. The very last thing is you have your executive coach, which is going to help accept those calls, your first calls within your first week of paying and join. And then you have your 6 months of My AI Team at the highest level, which is the 10,000 credits inside My AI Team. All for basically, like I said, you get, it's that 6K if you do it over 6 months, or you get basically $4,495 when you join. Any questions for the people on the last, right? I love you guys. You guys rock. Look at, we have some people on here. Heck yeah. So I'm excited. If you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to send me a message. Like I said, we have that book a demo. Check your email or go to myaiteam.com/top10/join. Love you guys. Talk soon.